the British film industry wasn't always on its knees. The 60s saw an explosion of talent in the British film industry. With the help of the stars, writers and directors, Hollywood UK tells the story of British cinema in the 60s, from its raw beginnings through to its final excesses. And to accompany the series, a season of the decade's key films, Hollywood UK begins on Sunday at 8:10 with Antonioni's Blow Up at 10:10 on bbc2.
Well, it wouldn't do to set the final seal on 60s Day without a late look at the weather. So now on BBC2, in true Flower Power style, here's Penny Tranter.
Hello. Yes, it really is Penny Tranter here to give you the weather view for Bank Holiday on 30th of August 1993, not for the 60s but for the 90s. At the moment we're keeping a very close eye on Hurricane Emily, who's just off the southeastern part of the United States at the moment, gaining in strength with winds over 80 miles an hour at the moment. And we do have a hurricane watch between Cape Roman and also Fenwick Island on the eastern seaboard of the United States. We can pick it up quite clearly on the satellite pictures, this great mass of dark cloud slowly moving northwestwards towards the mainland part of the United States. And some quite strong winds are wrapped around her too, indicated by the large arrows here, and those will be creeping along the eastern seaboard during the next day or so, and we'll be keeping a very close watch on her during the next 36 hours. Well, across in Europe, very light winds in comparison, particularly over western and southern parts of Europe, all linked to that area of low pressure. But we have got an area of low pressure over the eastern side of Europe, giving a good deal of cloud and also some outbreaks of showery rain during the day on Tuesday. Some of that rain turning out to be heavy and quite thundery, quite cool and unsettled, but some brighter weather through southern Scandinavia and also over much of France too, into northern Spain. Well, the warmest and sunniest weather we're going to see on Tuesday is going to be over southern Europe and also through the Mediterranean. Here, temperatures getting into the high 20s, even the low 30s. Coming back to tonight, and for the British Isles, we're going to have an area of high pressure centred over the northern part of Ireland, and that's going to give dry weather over most of the country and relatively clear skies too. Some cloud for the extreme northeast of Scotland with some patchy light rain and becoming quite misty through southwest England and the Channel Islands, particularly later on. Quite a sticky night here, temperatures 12 to 14, much cooler though in central parts of England and Wales and also central Scotland, temperatures here around 6 to 8 degrees. On Tuesday, that area of high pressure still dominating the weather over much of the country. A dry and fairly bright start to much of the country, a good deal of sunshine over much of England and Wales and Northern Ireland, but starting off grey and misty over southwest England and also the Channel Islands, although during the morning becoming much brighter here with sunny spells for the rest of the day. Quite warm where you see any length of sunshine, temperatures as high as 22 degrees in central parts of England and Wales and 21 degrees in Glasgow. As for the winds, very light indeed and quite variable, with local sea breezes on many coasts. During Wednesday, we'll still see that very large area of high pressure centred over the centre of the country, giving a good deal of dry, bright weather and slowly starting to drift away northwestwards during Thursday. But on Wednesday, a good deal of dry weather, a fair